Well, I get asked a lot, how come I haven't been ice fishing, or where's the ice fishing? Well, that's because this entire winter I've had to go 2 to 3 hours to find safe ice, and the few times that we did have ice, it was at certain spots of the lake and not in the areas that I fish. I mean, yeah, I won't fish on ice unless it's at least 3 to 4 inches thick. So yeah, like I was saying about the ice, yeah, this has been like the extent of my year. But anyway, what's in my tackle bag for 2020? Normally I do this video in the office and I do filming with it and all this, and I think I'm gonna have to move because of the way the sun is, because of the shadow and everything, but I should be okay. Anyway, we're gonna go completely out of order here, and I'm just gonna tell you guys the plastics, the baits, the terminal tackle, the accessories, the tools. I might talk about some tips and stuff, but this is basically just an all GoPro style of going over the tackle. So in no particular order, first up, you got a Rage Craw Tequila Sunrise Orange Flake. We're gonna have to take this out and look at it. You see that? Look at that. That looks so good. And actually, because of the sunlight, I'll stay right here. Power Bait Twitch Tail Minnow and the Perch Ice. That is the drop shot bait I was using. You do have the Guggen Baits Saucy Swimmer, the 3.3 inch. I'm going to use this for a chatterbait trailer, and maybe even I could drop shot it or put it on a swim bait hook, whatever. More drop shot baits. You got the Zero Z2, the Baby Z2, X Zone Pro Lures, Finesse Slammer, talked about that last fall, Brush Hog, BPS Crack Craw. I'm excited to throw this. This is one bait I've never caught fish with a Texas rig, but anyway. You got that, my favorite tube, which is the Strike King coffee tube. More of the Rage Craws, Rage Tail, excuse me. You got the 4-inch Rage Menace in the bluegill color, and then you do have the Falcon Lake Craw, which I've talked about both of these quite a bit. And then you do have the Guggen Baits, which I know not all of you guys like, but I do. You do have the natural Kraken Craw, the black and blue Bandito Bug, and the Morning Dawn Drag and Drop. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take out a natural Kraken Craw and look at it. Just to look at it. This bait is so good. Look at this. See that? See that color? Oh man. Take out the old bug while we're at it too. This is one of the very first Bandito bug packs I ever bought. But anyway, that was just a quick overview of the plastics. Now we're gonna go over what is in the boxes. First up, you got jigs and weights, okay? You got a 3/8 jig, a 3/8 jig, a 3/8 football jig, a football jig, structure jig. You got a chatterbait in here. There's that natural Goby coffee tube. Then you do have some of the drop shot weights in the 3/8. You do have 2 Ned rigs rigged up. I know that one's not completely straight. You do have the Tour Grade Tungsten by Strike King. And if some of you guys are wondering, oh, why are you going through this so fast? Well, that's because I don't want to make it, take forever. Probably 10, 12, 15 minutes, and that'll be it. Up next, for your hard baits, we do have jerk baits, lipless crankbaits, square bills. You got a Jackal Gantarel, Strike King Red Eye Shads. Those are my favorite lipless crankbaits. Won't ever get away from those. The Megabass Vision 110 Plus One. You got what? GP Pro Perch. You got the silver color Table Rock SP. Rapala DT6. You got the blaze color, and this one is actually called silver. It looks like a minnow. And I did get a couple of the Guggen square bills. I've never thrown them, never caught anything on them. Never know what's going to happen. Now, what's really interesting in this box is you will see this little Rapala that I'm going to have to get untangled. It's the UL Crank 3. That's going to be thrown on spinning gear, 4 to 6 pound test. And then like the rattle trap, if you guys like that. See that? Got 2 of them. And I know they're stuck together. I could probably get different boxes, but I just haven't done it yet. I've been so busy. Up next, the spinnerbait and the chatterbait box. See that? You got colors like Sexy Shad, Chartreuse White, Sungill, another Sexy Shad, Golden Shiner. Look at this. all white jackhammer chatterbait. B Height Delight, Brett Height Delight chatterbait. Black and blue, you got skirts, you got an elite chatterbait, you name it. A whole bunch of baits in here. Now, before we get to the last box, which is going to be top water, I know you guys have said, you know, you liked how I took the little bag with the tackle and I got rid of the backpack. Well, I'm carrying the backpack because I'm going to be fishing a lot of inland lakes. I'll be doing boat fishing like I do every year, but also bank fishing as well. So, I mean, the backpack is practical and it carries everything that I need, and you will see that before the video ends. So, moving on to the top water box. Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting. You see this Whopper Plopper? This is the 130. It's my favorite size. And speaking of the jackhammer that had the evergreen jackhammer chatterbait, that's an evergreen top water. See this Rebel Teeny Popper? I love that for bluegill, especially when they're on beds. And yes, I'm going to try and do that this year. 2 more Poppers, Monster Bass Popper. You got a frog. What is that? The Booyah Poppin' Pad Crasher, I think it is. You got a Spook and a Whopper Plopper 90, and Matt goes fishing. Matt goes fishing. Matt goes fishing. You see this Mega Bass Pop Max, this 1/2 ounce top water popper? Do you want this bait? If you want this bait, I will give you this bait. This is one that I haven't caught fish on. The other colors that I have in this bait, I've caught fish with, just never with this white one. So Matt goes fishing. You want this bait? I'll give it to you. So, moving on. So in here, you do have the VMC sinker stop, bobber stops I told you guys about. I do also carry some hooks by Gamakatsu. You have the 3/0 Superline EWG. You have the offset Shankworm EWG 3/0, which is the same thing as this, just not a Superline. And then you do have 5/0 hooks, Superline and regular, which I'm going to be using for 10-inch worms. And you also do have the 1/6 ounce finesse Shrooms, the Ned Rig jig head. When I do videos like this, it's funny because people say they love them. I mean, I was going to originally do this in the office talking about it and photos and stuff, but then I said, nah, I'll just do it right here. You also do have the Strike King Tour Grade Tungsten, another pack of that. Got the VMC Spin Shot, and you do have the VMC Rolling Swivel. Now, you guys are going to have to do me a favor. If I'm going too fast or you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And also, like always, comment if you've used any of these things. I know most of you guys have. Moving on, you guys know, like I said about the tubes, you have the Strike King Tour Grade tube jig head in the 1/4 ounce size. Medium or a medium heavy rod, amazing. I always keep 2 of these in my bag or my boxes. You never know when you're going to need them. And like I said, because I did switch back to the backpack, I mean, I might be carrying a little bit much this year, but that's what I need. And yes, I am talking to a camera. I just had like 4 people look at me like, who is he talking to? So we're gonna get these baits moved out of the way. This year, I mean, I'm still gonna do tackle videos and monster bass like I always do, but I want a lot of fishing videos. I mean, the majority of the videos on my channel are already fishing, but I just want more, because there's plans I have for certain things that you guys will find out about in March, April, and May. But anyway, get these boxes out of the way. What do we got in here? I don't ever really use them, except for once in a great while, but I do have Rapala gloves. You never know when you're gonna need them. And like I told you about those jackhammers, see what I mean? You got white, you got B Height Delight, black and blue. There it is. I had them in there. And you do have another DT6. This is the penguin color. And why did this piece never get taken off? I don't know. What do we have in here? Sunline FC Sniper 8-pound test. This is the fluorocarbon that I use for a leader with a drop shot or a Ned Rig, something finesse. I also plan on making a video with the fluorocarbon that I use, which I've done before, but I'm going to do again. You do have my fishing license, which I always carry with me, even when I'm at a private lake and I don't need it. You never know. Rapala lip grip. This thing's amazing. Rapala Superline scissors. Of course, you do have Rapala scale. Yes, it works. Yes, it's accurate. I've made a video about this. It only has like 300 views. Little pair of hemostat things, hemostat clippers, whatever, and then an old school tape measure. And that is what I'm going to be carrying in my tackle bag this year. Now, I'll carry it, you know, in the spring when I need a bunch of moving baits and all this, and I want to have everything covered. But like I keep saying, I still might go back to that little bag, because in the summer, when I'm just doing a lot of finesse fishing, Texas rigs and topwater, that's all I'll carry. Like, I carry what I need for the time of the year, and that's it. This is just a what's in my tackle bag video. that will probably get used the majority in the springtime. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling now, so you guys got to do me a favor and leave me a comment in the section below. What do you guys carry for a tackle bag or a tackle backpack? I mean, I know a lot of you guys have actually adapted to the system that I use because you guys liked it, or you said that you liked it. But anyway, top water, moving baits, spinner baits, chatter baits, more moving baits, crankbaits, hard baits, whole bunch of stuff. I think I'm gonna lay this stuff out and get a thumbnail. But anyway, jigs, weights, all that stuff, and the plastics. Put our Guggen baits away and all this stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nothing too crazy, just what's in my tackle bag. You know, I'm always changing my style in my videos. In one video I'll do edits, the next one I won't. I look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments. Thank you for watching, and man, I'm excited for this year. I will see you guys next time.